In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you details of a drone stock with a strong Trump connection and currently in outstanding momentum with strong rumours going forward. And for MMTLP, we're going to be looking at more S1 updates and also asking the question, could more shares be sold? And if they are, what would happen with future payments and also price per share? So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening right now in the markets. And breaking news in terms of the S&P 500, it is closed at its highest record level and has posted a 9-week record win. And this is for the first time since 2023, and we can see overall they've added $11.4 trillion in market cap in 2 months, with many of the tech sector stocks in strong green. But in terms of the previous week, we can see indexes also closed at a record, and one of the key stocks doing exceptionally well was Dell. So go ahead and check out my previous video on that, and the S&P 500 going up for the 9th straight week. From Market Watch, we can see also here another perspective and what would cause the Fed to hike rates this year, and the answer may well be surprising you, because obviously we do have concerns about the price of in energy and inflation. From Market Watch, we can also see Wall Street's red hot momentum is winning. Strategy delivers the best 2-month gain on record, so obviously going against many perceptions. But let's have a look at what we can expect from earnings this week. So again, it is a big week for earnings, and we will be watching a number of these stocks. These include HPE, PanW, DG, Ulta, Avgo, AI, Macy's, CN, and also Lulu. And in the previous week, we also had some excellent calls in the watch list. These included PanW, also up 9.4% on the week, DDOG up over 9% on the week, RLYB up over 8.6% on the week. Again, check out my video on APLD, also doing very well, up over 6.7% on the week, and many more. We will be sharing the next weekly watch list prior to trading on the Monday, so if you would like a copy of that, again, details are in the description below. Before we get started, I'd like to take 1 minute of your time to share more details about the Trading Secrets Discord, and once you join, you'll get access to our daily stock alerts, the weekly watch list shared prior to trading on the Monday, also the $1 Million Challenge, and much more. And for some of the members, I also share my buy and sell alerts live. These include swing trades, and they also include long-term holds. In terms of the weekly watch list, these are our calls that are also recorded weekly with some tremendous returns, including LAES up over 152%, RUM up over 51%, and many more. But obviously not all calls are successful. We've had a $2,000 Discord update, and this includes live breaking news. It also includes why a stock is moving, analyst rating, FDA news, halt, stack pools, and much more to help in your trading decisions. We have a new top ranked stocks DD channel with well over 30 stocks now for number 1 rated buy stocks. And finally, you can also join us in the famous $1 Million Challenge, where we use compound return investing, looking at 201 trades with a return of 3.5%. To now share details of the drone stock with a strong Trump connection, and in our Discord we shared news with regard to the Trump administration in talks to take ownership stakes in US drone companies, and I also shared 5 stocks worth watching. And the first one that we're going to look at is Unusual Machines, ticker symbol UMAC. They make domestic drone components and the only public company named in the talks, and I think the most interesting one. But let's have a look at an overall summary of what the Trump administration is in talks of. They're in talks to provide loans and possible equity stakes in US drone companies, and the drone dominance program is targeting 300,000 low-cost drones by the end of 2027 with a $1.1 billion budget. And the stock we're looking at, Unusual Machines, was up over 33% on this news. And if we have a look at a company profile, we can see the company is engaged in commercial drone industry. It offers small drones and essential components. It distributes products through B2B sales, e-commerce sites, and also retail. So I think it does seem to fit the plan and the requirements of the Trump administration. If we have a look at the chart here for the year to date 2026, we can see the stock is up over 149%. It closed at $31.78, and with a market cap just in excess of 1.52 billion. It is a small cap, so potentially lots of upside in this, and also rated as a strong buy. And in our Discord quant data and alert section, we also picked up a live bullish sentiment for an option trade, which was also shared. But let's have a look at news with regard to the drones, and we can see here in terms of the Unusual Machines, UMAC, the stock was up over 57% as soon as the Pentagon identified it as a potential beneficiary of domestic drone manufacturing. And we also know in terms of the company, the Q1 revenue is up over 296% year on year and coming in at approximately $8.1 million. And the company also has a very impressive $222.9 million in cash. So again, bullish overview there. If we have a look at a headline from AOL, we can see Don Jr., the company is banking millions from the Trump admin deal, sparking another round of conflicts of interest. So this is the actual connection to Don Jr. Trump to Unusual Machines. And from the Wall Street Journal, we can see that they stated that the Trump administration is in talks with the company, and Florida, this company that's based in Florida is a parts company, and Donald Jr. Trump Jr. holds a multi-million-dollar stake and serves on the advisory board. We also shared this news in the Discord when it happened, and once that happened, the company shares were up over 65%. It has spiked millions in paper gains for himself, and obviously once he sells, he will obviously benefit from that money. And if we have a look at the other interesting thing about this connection, is the company has also landed the largest Pentagon contract to date, securing a deal to supply 3,500 drone motors and components for the US Army. And obviously Trump Jr. has joined as an advisor with a $4 million stake. And what we can also see is the Army has indicated plans of another 20,000 pieces of equipment the following year. So the suggestion is there a conflict of interest? However, Trump Jr. has stated there is no conflict of interest because he played no role in securing the contracts. However, he has certainly played a blinder on this one. What I'd now like to do is share with you 5 important catalysts for the company, as well as some risks to be aware of, and obviously do your own due diligence. And the first catalyst is the closing and integration of the Upgrade Energy acquisition. We're looking at battery manufacturing. They have signed a definitive agreement May 2026, and we're looking at $52 million. That includes cash and stock and an earnout up to $26 million tied to revenue milestones. So this is an extremely strong catalyst for the company, and they also directly supports capacity expansion plans and positions for broader enterprise and defence demand. So again, very, very positive there. The second thing, obviously, we can see is government and defence contracts, and also potential direct funding, which I think is extremely realistic. There is that recent US Army win of 3,500 orders, potentially going to 20,000 orders. We also have the Pentagon and the Trump administration interests, and obviously if there is a conflict of interest, it doesn't matter as far as the company and the trading and the stock price is concerned, because I think that there will be no consequences on that. And the third catalyst here is the production capacity expansion and new product lines. This includes camera manufacturing targeted for late 2026, and also dramatic motor production targeted in the second half of 2026. So extremely interesting there. Then we also have regulatory market tailwinds, including the ongoing NDAA and the Blue UAS push for domestic sourcing. This is creating a structural moat for compliant suppliers like UMAC. So again, extremely positive for them. And also there is a strong growth in the broader drone market, which will benefit the company. And the final catalyst I'd like to share with you is the milestone towards profitability and improved analyst and investor sentiment. So their goal is to have a positive cash flow by the end of 2026. It is rated as a strong buy, and investor confidence is certainly improving. So what are the overall risks? Obviously there's a risk of dilution, there's a risk of an additional political and scrutiny taking place. Obviously we have that Trump connection. There's also a risk of competition, and obviously it's still a small cap, and it comes with high risk, high reward. So do your own due diligence, but certainly I think a company to add to your watch list. So let's now have a look at the latest updates for MMTLP, looking at the question, what could happen next after the proposed sale of 40 million shares? And as a quick reminder, in the previous video and the latest news with regard to Next Bridge Hydrocarbons is that S1 is effective. I did post about this and confirming that they are now going ahead with their plan to offer 40 million shares of common stock at a price of $15 per share. So let's have a look at a response from Glass Guy, who stated Wall Street has a clean, predictable $15 escape hatch to quietly settle all admitted short positions now that the SEC has made this effective, and all eyes are now on the SEC. But I think an interesting perspective here is from C-Plan, who is obviously connected to Greg McCabe, and he stated here, just so you know, failure is not an option in this deal, and if this game would otherwise this game would have been over a long time ago. And obviously I think what he's basically implying is it's not over because of the perseverance of Greg McCabe. What Shocker55 has stated is, could you confirm that with regards to the 40 million shares sold for $600 million, let's say they pay the debt and everything they put aside, could they not give the investors maybe 25 or 50 cents and force the shorts to pay up? So he's responded to that by confirming exactly what the S1 states, and that is that this is not the plan. The plan is not to give shareholders any of this cash. The company is going to use the cash to raise capital. Obviously there is litigation to pay for, there is obviously a cash flow requirement, there are debts to be paid for, and also oil and gas deals they're looking at. So they're looking to make the company a lot more stronger, and he also believes that obviously you need to pay attention because there will be a long-term plan. And I think for the right now, I do agree that in the short term it's probably more important to secure the interests of the company and then deal with something that can happen later on in the future. So let's now have a look at what Marduka stated with regard to the proposal to sell this 40 million shares, and he states after fees the company could generate 570 million if they sold them all for $15 per share. We'll have to see if that happens. However, if he's saying as one possible option, if they, let's say as an example, sell only 10 million shares out of the 40, that would net them $142.5 million. They could pay off all the debt, which is approximately 60 million. Then they could pay back the notes, they could buy back the preferred shares, invest in immediate revenue streams, and even before the next sell the next $10 million. So overall it looks like it's a positive move from the company, and looking like there will be options. But basically, finally, I mean, I think the key thing I'd like to emphasize is the $15 per share sale of the stock is not going to be any of our stock that the investors hold. That none of that will be sold. Nobody will see any return investment in their accounts from selling these accounts, and as far as I'm aware, no one will be forced to close. So I don't know if there's going to be a bidding war. I believe it is a fixed price of $15 per share. However, I think the key thing that everybody's looking at is what happens after this, because I do believe that after this there may be more options. There may be, especially for Greg McCabe, and if more people are after these shares, and I certainly don't rule out a second sale of shares being also there to benefit for the shareholders. So we will have to wait and see. And finally, if you'd like to join us in the Discord, get a copy of the weekly watch list as well as a daily stock alerts, and also get a copy of our due diligence report for top ranked stocks and also small caps. Details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.